your mind is not supporting to do a particular work, that means you are sick. So let us move on to the lesson. Today's lesson is, why do we fall ill? Why do we fall ill, children? Because of the disturbances caused in the different body parts. This is our human body. You can see different organ systems in our human body. You can see bones, you can see respiratory organs, digestive system. So if any disturbance is caused in any part of our body, then we say that we have fallen ill. So children, the health of organism largely depends on his or her surroundings or the environment. If the place where you are staying, your surroundings and the environmental are suitable for you or any organism to breathe in, to live in, then we say that we are healthy. Like this. The public cleanliness is the key of good health. In this picture you can see so much of garbage is lying on the roads. Then do you think the people living nearby will feel healthy? No. See the drainage system, the sewage is not proper. Then when there is no public cleanliness, will the people living around, surrounding this place, will they be healthy? No. So the major cause of poor health are the garbage which is thrown in an open area, or the nearby residents or the streets, and the open drain water lying stagnant around the residence area. So what you have to do, children? You have to keep your house and your surroundings clean to be healthy. So what is health, children? It is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. You are suffering from a dis-ease, not able to do the work easily. So we can define disease as any disturbance in the structure or function of any organ or part of a human body. Children, let us see the differences between a healthy body and a disease-free body. What is meant by a healthy body, children? You can say that you are healthy when your physical, mental and social well-being is taking place. Then what is said to be disease-free? It is a state of absence from diseases. If you are healthy, that means it refers to the individual, physical and social environment. Disease-free means it refers only to the individual. You can say that the individual has a good health when you are healthy. You are able to do your work properly. Then when do you say that you are disease-free? The individual may be having good health or poor health. It can be due to any dysfunction of the body parts also. Isn't it, children? So these are the differences between a healthy body and a disease-free body. Let us study about the different types of diseases, children. We have two main types of diseases, acute and chronic diseases. Acute diseases means they do not cause so much of harm, but chronic diseases, they can be fatal. They can even take the life of an infected human body. So children, there are two types of diseases, acute and chronic diseases. The acute disease means the disease which lasts for only a short period of time and it will be cured after some time. Such diseases can be cured by using medicines. So these diseases are called as acute diseases. For example, common cold, influenza. Now, what is a chronic disease, children? A chronic disease means the disease which lasts for a long period of time. For example, TB, cancer, etc. Cancer can be fatal. It can even cause the death of the patient. So children, even lung infection or lung cancer can be a chronic disease. Here you can see the larynx can be infected, or the throat can be infected, or the lungs can be infected due to cancer. Such diseases are called as chronic diseases. Now see this, children. Here this person is suffering from lung cancer. So even this comes under chronic disease. Now this person is suffering from tuberculosis. This is also a type of infection caused due to bacteria in the lungs. These all are chronic diseases. Now, how is the disease spreading from one infected person to other healthy person? Most of the microbial agents can commonly move from an affected person to other in number of ways. So the microbial agents are communicated, therefore they are called as communicable diseases or infectious diseases. That means the diseases will spread from one patient to another healthy person. So like this, children, the common methods of transmission of diseases are by air. So here you can see this is an infected person, and here this is a healthy person. So from infected person to a healthy person, the diseases can spread by air, by indirect contact, by foot, or by animals like insects, or other animals like even pig, dog and cattle. So these are the common methods of transmission of diseases. Children, let us talk about airborne diseases. Some of the microbes which spread through air, like common cold, pneumonia and tuberculosis. So see here, children, if you are a healthy person and you are talking to another person who has got infected due to common cold, then when he speaks or sneezes, when he coughs, so the virus from the patient can fall on the healthy person and infect the healthy person. So let us see what are waterborne diseases. The types of waterborne diseases are: if you drink unhealthy water in which these disease causing pathogens are present, then you may suffer from cholera, diarrhea, gastroenteritis, dysentery, hepatitis, amoebiasis, and you can also suffer due to malaria. Now why malaria? Because on the surface of the stagnant water, the mosquito will lay eggs, isn't it? Then these mosquito, they'll come and bite the infected person. From there they will carry the parasite to a healthy person. Now the healthy person also will suffer from malaria. So mosquito helps in the spread of malaria. So this can also come under waterborne disease. Now vector-borne disease. Just now I was telling you about mosquitoes. So these mosquitoes, if they bite a patient who is suffering from malaria, now they will carry the parasite which has caused malaria. And when this infected mosquito bites a healthy person, then that person also starts suffering from malaria. Here the parasite which is causing malaria is Plasmodium vivax. So when a mosquito bites the patient suffering from malaria, it carries the Plasmodium parasite. So such diseases are called as vector-borne infections. We have other diseases like dengue, chikungunya, filariasis also. Now some diseases which are transmitted by different animals including human beings. In fact, these animals, they carry the infecting agents. Therefore, such animals are intermediaries. They are also known as vectors. So mosquitoes are the common vectors. Here the female Anopheles mosquito spreads malaria. The female Aedes mosquito spreads dengue disease. And the female Culex mosquito spreads filariasis. So these female mosquitoes, when they bite a patient suffering from any of the diseases like malaria or dengue or chikungunya, then or elephantiasis also, then disease causing microorganisms will be carried from a infected person to a healthy. So children, these are the different vectors which help in the spreading of diseases. Now what are the preventive steps you can take, children? You can prevent a disease rather than treating it completely, isn't it? So there are general and specific ways of preventing disease. So you can take some precautions to protect yourself from the disease causing microorganisms. The infectious diseases can be prevented by means of public health hygiene measures. The infectious diseases can be prevented through proper immunization in advance. Proper immunization, that means getting vaccinated. What is meant by vaccine? We have studied in the earlier classes, children. Vaccines are nothing but a small dose of less reactive or the dead pathogen is given to a healthy person so that the body becomes immune by developing antibodies against the weak or the dead pathogen which has been already induced. A healthy parasite or if a healthy microorganism enters, then the body is already ready to fight against the foreign body because it has developed antibodies. So this is called as vaccine. So if you take vaccine and make your body ready for any kind of infections, then you will be healthy. So children, you can prevent infections. How? By getting vaccinated. So other good habit is eat a healthy diet, do more and more physical activities, quit smoking and drinking, and always keep a record of your health. Children, let us study about the causes of diseases. What are the different causes of diseases? First one is immediate cause. The organisms that enter our body can cause the disease and that disease are termed as immediate cause. For example, any common cold virus enters our body, your body starts suffering from cold. And if any bacteria or protozoa, if it enters into your body, they are called as foreign bodies or the parasites, and then your body suffers from a particular disease. So such causes are called as immediate causes. So see this, any pathogen, it can be a bacteria, a virus or any kind of protozoa, if it enters your body, then you will start suffering from a particular disease. Now what are the other types of causes? The other types of secondary factors which led these organisms enter our body are termed as contributory causes. This is one of the important cause for disease. So, example like dirty water. If you drink dirty water, you will suffer from diarrhea or dysentery. And through this dirty water, different types of pathogens can also enter in our body. If you eat contaminated food, you will suffer from food poison. And through this food also, different types of microorganisms can enter your body. If you do not have a proper nourishment or nutrition, then also you will suffer from different types of diseases. And the very important thing is poor standard of living. If you do not have good eating habits or if you do not do any type of good exercise to your body, then you are prone to different types of diseases. These are the different contributory causes which lead to a particular disease. So the best thing is eat good diet, maintain good eating habits with full vegetables and fruits. Now, infectious and non-infectious causes are, let us study about infectious causes. They include the agents like microbes. These are the immediate causes which spread the disease from an infected person to a healthy person. An infectious disease can be treated in two ways. What are the two ways? You can reduce the symptoms of the disease by providing a particular treatment. For example, if the person is suffering from cold, what are the symptoms? You will suffer from a running nose and continuous sneezes. So you can treat for common cold by giving antibiotics which will cure cold symptoms. So you can take even preventive steps for decreasing these infections. Now let us study about non-infectious causes. The disease which does not spread by contact between infected and a healthy person through air and water are called as non-infectious diseases. So the only thing you have to take care is you should not stay in a house which is very close to stagnant water. You should use mosquito nets while sleeping. So if you follow some healthy and good habits, then you can protect from these non-infectious diseases. Let us study about some examples under infectious diseases. Infectious diseases means these are the diseases caused due to microorganisms. So when a disease causing organism enters our body, it causes infection. It multiplies, grows in your body, and now your body is called as a host, and your microorganisms which has entered your body will start multiplying and causing damage to your host body. For example, tuberculosis, common cold, AIDS, etc. So you have to protect yourself from these organisms by protecting yourself. Now, non-communicable diseases are heart diseases, diabetes, chronic respiratory diseases and cancer. They occur due to the disturbance caused in the working of the different organs present in your body. They will not be spreading from one patient to a healthy patient. So such diseases are called as non-communicable diseases. Now, non-infectious diseases. The diseases which do not spread by contact between an infected and a healthy person through air and water are called as non-infectious diseases. For example, cancer, genetic abnormalities, high BP, etc. So these are all the diseases which are caused due to the disturbance in the working of the different organs of human body. Now let us see some example of infectious diseases, children. Airborne diseases are common cold, influenza, measles, tuberculosis. Waterborne diseases are cholera, typhoid, hepatitis. Sexual diseases are AIDS, syphilis. Animal-borne diseases are rabies. Children, how are you going to treat some diseases? By taking medicines. So antibiotics is a common medicine given by doctor. Antibiotics, they are given to kill the bacteria. So these are the chemicals that block the biochemical pathways which are important for bacteria, thus killing them. They are used for diseases caused by bacteria. Children, these antibiotics, they do not work against viral infections, as the viruses do not have their own biochemical mechanisms, but they depend completely on that of a host. So antibiotics can be given for a disease which is caused due to bacteria, but not for a disease which is caused due to virus. Children, let us see what are the principles of treatment to reduce the effects of disease. By taking medicines to bring down the effects of disease like fever, pain, and by taking complete rest to conserve the body's energy, you can reduce the effects of diseases. So you have to use proper medicines, take the guidance from a doctor, and take complete bed rest. This will decrease the symptoms and you will get relief from the disease. You have to kill the cause of the disease. How? By taking suitable antibiotics and the drugs which kill the disease causing microbes. So you have to go to a good doctor and you have to take the proper medicines which can kill the disease causing organisms. So what are the principles of prevention you are going to take? Let us see what is the general method. They involve preventing exposure against the microbes by boosting the immune system. You can increase your immunity by taking good diet, and you can protect yourself from the different microorganisms. Preventing exposure against the microbes can be done in the following way. For airborne microbes, you can prevent exposure by avoiding overcrowded places. For example, waterborne microbes can be prevented from entering our body. Better to use a good water for drinking and using. If you use contaminated water, what happens? You are easily prone to waterborne diseases. So for vector-borne diseases or for vector-borne infections, you can prevent exposure by providing a clean environment. If you do not have stagnant water, that means that particular area is free from mosquitoes. So if any mosquito bites, then only you will suffer from different diseases like malaria, dengue, filariasis and chikungunya. If the surroundings are clean, that means if there are no mosquitoes, then you are not going to suffer from any kind of vector-borne diseases. So children, you can prevent yourself from these microbes entering into your body by taking some precautionary steps. Now, you can even boost your immune system. How? By taking a good balanced diet. So, our immune system plays an important role in fighting against the microbes that enter our body. So, how are you going to strengthen your immune system, children? By having a good diet. If you have a good immune system, that means you are free from many types of diseases. So proper nourishment or healthy diet that includes all the necessary nutrients as well as vitamins and minerals is very important for better functioning of our immune system. So you can protect yourself, you can create a shield around yourself by taking a good diet, by developing immune system against the disease causing organisms. Now what are the specific methods? It involves the prevention method directed against a particular disease. It is done by immunization, that means taking vaccine, which is the process of introducing a weakened pathogen inside the body, or even a dead pathogen can be introduced inside the body by injecting that into your body or in the form of drops like polio drops. Now the host body is the healthy person. Now if you are going to introduce a weakened pathogen, then her immune system will produce antibodies against that particular disease. Now if next time, if the disease causing organism enters the host body, then the body will protect itself with the help of these antibodies which have already developed because of the vaccine. So you have to immunize your body by taking good vaccines. So children, protect your body from the microorganisms by taking good vaccines. Now, take good drugs for diseases. Drugs working by interfering with life processes of one category of organisms will not be effective against members of another category. That means you cannot use drugs which are suitable only for a particular disease to cure another type of disease, because the drugs which are given to a patient act on the site of ailment. So, the drugs which are given to a patient can cure only a particular disease. You cannot use the same drug for curing another type of disease. Example, antibiotics act against bacteria but not viruses, since viruses do not share bacterial pathways. So, you cannot use antibiotics to cure viral infections. So, children, take a balanced diet so that it increases your immune system. Now, you take good immunization for every disease so that you will develop good immune system. So, the body does not suffer from even further exposures from any kind of pathogens. So, better to get vaccinated for all the different types of diseases and make your body ready by covering your body with a shield. By different vaccinations, you can protect yourself from different types of disease causing organisms. This can be done only by vaccination. So, let us recall what we have studied, children. Health is a state of physical, mental and social well-being. Diseases are classified as acute, chronic, depending on their duration. Diseases may be due to infectious or non-infectious causes. The infectious agents belong to different categories of organisms and may be unicellular or microscopic or multicellular. Children, infectious agents are spread through air, water, physical contact or vectors. Prevention of diseases is more desirable than its successful treatment. Infectious diseases can be prevented by public health hygiene and measures that reduce the exposure to infectious agents. Infectious diseases can also be prevented by using immunization. Now, please answer these questions. Differentiate the infective and non-infective diseases. Why acute disease becomes chronic? How do you appreciate the role of vaccine in preventing diseases? Prepare a questionnaire to collect the information from your local health worker about spreading of disease. I hope you have understood the lesson, children. Please download the worksheets from SIET website for better learning and good practice. See you in another session of digital classes. Thank you.